My chair dance. I don't know how this can save Body yaddy 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 body yaddy 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 body yaddy 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 yaddy.
Hey. Oh, he even got into it this week. You know the jam was nice when Robbie 3 times gets into it. He said,
It's a vibe.
Yeah.
It's a whole vibe.
Happy Saturday, everyone. Thank you.
Yay!
To everyone who asked, how are you ladies this Saturday?
Doing good.
Doing good. The sun is out.
The sun is actually out today.
Which
Good.
is great.
Good.
Feeling good, made up, and ready to discuss the foolishness of the week.
Love.
Now, usually we go straight into our introductions. However, I wanted to take a moment of silence for Uncle Kevin Samuels, who we found out passed away on Thursday. If you've ever watched our show, you know that we are all fans of him, especially myself. I probably consume a couple of his shows a day. I would listen to him at the gym. I would listen to him at home. Yes. So if we would just want to take a quick moment of silence for Uncle Kevin Samuels.
Absolutely.
And now we will go on and introduce ourselves in alphabetical order.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Not Your Typical Girl Talk. We are here to discuss the foolishness that are in these internet streets.
Girl.
And this is a show that you can catch at 7 p.m. on internet radio through Hi There Best Friends at Radio Regent, syndicated through iHeartRadio.
Yes.
Thank you so much for having us and allowing us to spread the goodness that is this show, Not Your Typical Girl Talk. Telly, Wagwan.
Girl, that's the problem. I see it every week, but girl, there's too much going on. Hey everyone, it's your girl Telly, Yelly, Yelly. And I am such a proud member of the Not Your Typical Girl Talk crew. And yeah, there is a lot. There's too much going on. I'm not going to take up any more time. Sheba, tell them who you is, girl.
I am Toshiba. They call me Sheba. I am the final female member. And yes, we got a lot to talk about, so I'm going to make sure that my partner in crime introduces himself.
It's your boy, Robbie 3 times. Happy Saturday, everyone. And let's get to it.
So apparently comedians are at risk for people now coming on stage.
Girl.
Thank you, Will Smith. Thank you so much. However, a certain comedian was recently attempted to be attacked, and let me just, we unfortunately do not have a huge clip of what happened, but we do have a clip of the aftermath of the person who attempted, to assault Dave Chappelle.
Girl.
So this is just a quick clip of somebody running on stage. We do see this, right?
Oh yeah, we see it.
Yes.
So hold on, that's the wrong one. Okay, so now we're gonna go to what happened when he ran on stage. As we can, this is now the gentleman. If you can see him,
His arm.
Okay, so his arm was broken, and this is the reason his arm was broken, because so we saw Chris Rock had an opportunity to make a joke about whether or not that was Chris Rock who had jumped on stage. Now, I did some digging, and here's the thing. Dave Chappelle actually had the chance to go back and speak to the young man who jumped on stage with a fake gun, may I add. And apparently he says he was trying to bring awareness to the fact that his grandmother was being pushed out of her neighborhood because of gentrification.
But what does that have to do with rushing Dave Chappelle on the stage? What? I'm
Like,
confused.
I don't even know. Like, I don't even know what to say. Like, there are other ways to
It's
get
the real
it.
thing. I researched it.
I'm very confused.
So was I.
Yeah, I know. It was the new non-for-profit organization called Fade in a Felony. And they set this up for him to fight against gentrification. So you catch a fade and a felony, and then you bring attention to the issue that you're fighting.
Like,
I'm still really confused.
this is what happens. See, this is the problem. Like, and this young man didn't actually, this was a bad move. First of all, you run up there with something that looks like a gun.
Right.
A gun replica.
Right.
And within the gun replica, there's a knife.
Yeah.
Sir, and you are a black man.
You're attacking your own kin.
What are you doing? Why? I mean, he could have ran up there with a sign that said,
Stop gentrification.
Yeah, he could have did that. He wouldn't
And
have
Bishop
gotten
probably
beat
would have
up for
stopped
that.
the show and said, "Young man, let's have a conversation." But Isaiah, that's his name, Isaiah.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And he's very lucky because what if the injuries were worse?
Mhm.
Because it could have been worse.
Well, you saw his arm was completely like,
Yeah.
it was like The Exorcist.
Yeah, he
Like,
could
it
have
was
gotten
completely
he
rocked
could have gotten a
other way.
full-on concussion. Like, he really risked his life. Like, that was a stupid move.
Yeah, that was a light fade he caught too.
Well, Rob said fade and a felon. I don't know if we have much to say about this because
Oh, fade and a felony. Yeah, you'll see a lot of that this year.
so please stop bothering comedians and let's
Please.
Dave Chappelle is the wrong one. He's not it. Like I know. I would choose maybe another I would stay away from like a Dave Chappelle and a Cat Williams. Like I would stay away from these like particular because they're gonna bring the smoke. I would never.
Listen.
No, and they have friends that, like Jamie Foxx was out there on the, like,
These men know how to handle themselves.
I'm not, yeah.
And this
the only
was
reason why
not
Chris
the
Rock threw
Oscars.
a robe on Will Smith was because he was like, okay, I'm gonna be the bigger man. But
Yeah.
Chris Rock really wanted to bring that heat that night.
Yeah.
He would've.
Chris Rock remembered that he was at the Oscars.
He remembered he was
At
at
the Oscars in front
He
of
was
the
amongst the white people. He didn't want to bring that. So he's like, okay, you know what? I'm going to hold it in. But trust and believe if Will Smith tried it at any other event, it would have been completely different.
So people stop.
Stop.
It's not no. If you want to bring a cause, like you said, bring up the sign.
Go to start ticket. Go to picket line.
Go, thank you. Figure it out. But jumping in comedian with a fake gun with a knife inside with those big bodyguards who twisted up your body. Good. Best of luck, Isaiah. We wish you well.
No, we don't wish him anything, girl. We wish this man nothing. He attacked his own kin for a problem that involves his own kin. I don't know what demon he was listening to at the time. Maybe demon number 846 said, yeah, go ahead. But no, we're not wishing him anything. Mm-mm.
Let me take that back then. I take it back. Sorry, Isaiah. Telly said I can't wish you nothing.
No, I'm not wishing you nothing, Isaiah, sir. We're wishing you nothing.
I'm going to talk about my wish.
We wish you
nothing. There is someone who wished they had kept their mouth shut this week on social media.
Girl.
Because our wonderful Torontonian, listen, Drake, let me just say, Drake
Six God.
is not to be played with, especially when he has time in his day. So Drake had time in his day and decided, hey, I am going to follow and DM a man's wife who decided to say this. So, we all know, Torontonian fans, Drake is a huge basketball person. He is actually an ambassador for the Toronto Raptors. He follows basketball, NCAA, and NBA. So he decided to put out a tweet. So Drake said, imagine your son makes the league and he's a Ja or Melo or Lonzo. All you can do is be elated and competitive and over-supportive, and it's a rite of passage to that the OGs talk ish. I know I'm gonna be this way even if my son is in a Rubik's Cube competition. Sunglasses, smiley face.
Yeah.
Well, this man decided to jump into his comment and say, your son probably played with ghostwriters. So Drake, not to be undone, said, I just followed your girl because she's probably miserable and needs some excitement in her life. Next, this is his wife. And Drake did indeed, oh my God, what is wrong with the TV today? Drake did indeed follow her. So it's Drake's a menace. This girl is already jumping this man about to be single, okay? Because Drake did follow her account. And she says, my husband decides to be a troll, and now Champagne Poppy thinking I need excitement in my life. But let me also go back to the fact that her husband was big mad. Hold on. Goodness, the videos. Sorry, I'm messing up today.
No worries, girl. It's all good.
Here is the clip. This is the husband showing. He said, oh nah, fool really DM'd my wife. And what did Drake say? I'm here for you, ma. I'm here for you.
I'm here for you, Ma. I'm here for this.
I'm here for you, ma. All because
Awesome.
CD boy, whatever this, I not even know what this is, decided to jump into something that wasn't his business. What do y'all think about Drake and his antics?
I say bravo.
I say this is well worth everyone.
Bravo.
Yeah, I say bravo. First of all, why are you out here picking on little pitneys?
Adonis is 4 years old.
He's 4.
Why are you picking on a kid? And then this man's a father himself.
Yeah, he's a
Why
father.
are you bringing kids into...
Of I think 2 or 3.
It's like 3 or 4 kids.
Yeah.
Okay, so why is he
So,
picking on a 4-year-old?
Why are you picking on a 4-year-old? Like, he had time.
Too much time.
And he forgot he was messing with a certified lover, you know?
Certified lover boy.
Mr. Drake, who,
With
I'm
his
sorry,
photos.
like right now, literally he could jump into anyone's DMs and get a date out of it.
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
Even if the person was like, you know what, I'm totally in love with my husband, but I want to go out on a date with Drake. Like, who married women would be like, I want to go. Even if they didn't find him attractive, they would still want to go.
Take the hall
Because
pass.
who
Got
got
a hall pass
Right.
for Drake.
Right.
It's Drake.
Right.
Drake.
So I
Wow.
feel that Drake did the right thing, to be honest. And Drake, as usual, very entertaining.
Very.
You know, if she goes out on a date with him, he'll have the hot sauce there. You know, it's gonna be great. Like, I'm here for it.
Not the hot sauce.
Yes, girl, the hot sauce. It's on standby.
Listen,
I'm here for it. I love his response.
I
thought it
agree
was
with you, ladies.
classic.
Listen, if he was saying something about his album, if he was saying something about whatever, but the baby, you do not bring up someone's child. The
No.
baby has done nothing. The poor child is always there with his daddy with his headphones on at the game, eating his popcorn, living his best 4-year-old I'm rich life. And you decide as a grown man to jump and didn't even just comment. He didn't just comment. He at him. Like, he at him. And people don't know, you can go on and just comment without adding the person.
Yeah.
Adding the person, because I often do that, it's because I want them to know that I commented. Like, I
Exactly.
want the smoke. Like,
Right.
Exactly.
I want whatever smoke comes with it.
I
Yeah, I want you to see what
Yeah.
I know. And Drake
I'm
said
saying
to
this directly at you.
Right.
Yeah. And Drake responded with, I'm going to try to make you explain to your kids where they mama at.
oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh no.
That's why he's the petty
Oh, no.
vice president.
Oh no.
Future is the petty president.
Ah, I'm here for it.
Oh,
I got my
Yeah.
popcorn ready.
Mommy ran off to Ibiza with Drake and she never came
He's
home.
gone for 10 days because he gave her the plot line for Indecent Proposal 2. Yeah, leave certain people alone.
Let's be clear. This
No.
woman enjoyed the attention.
Absolute.
Like, she's like, I would never. I would tell you, I would never turn. What the heck is
Here's
wrong
the
with this thing?
thing. It was the definition of a troll move because was nothing negative about that post. He was just talking about trying to support. That was in support of T. Moran, if you ever know. Again, when black dads are too present, it's like pipe down, sir. Like LeVar Ball, he's doing too much, you know. But again,
too much support for his son.
It's either abandon your kids or keep it down. Vocally be present and boisterous and supportive of your child. Like you saying, T. Moran got every right to be at the Grizzlies games, acting
absolutely
fool.
Because his son is bawling.
And if you know the story, he is a very important part of how Ja got there.
Exactly.
Yes.
So
I'm here for it.
Him was just that was so like you probably play with ghostwriters, like you taking a stab at him being a dad, at him his son don't live with him probably, like it was just too much. And again, when you petty and you got money and nothing but time, you can say, he probably trolled his page and, oh, this your wife? Oh, okay.
I'm gonna follow your wife.
Follow her. I got 50,000 for you for one date. What's going on? And here's the funny thing. I like a personal saying is we all love to say how moral we are when it comes to money. If it goes from 50 to 100 to 200 to 100, eventually he's gonna hit a number that man's woman is gonna pause.
You gonna lose your wife.
No, he don't send it back to you.
You gonna lose. Oh no, he gonna take it back. It's not after Drake, not after certified.
Oh no, that's his problem. No,
exactly.
That's his problem.
You gonna lose your wife. Stop playing
Drake
with.
just wants to take her on a vacation real quick.
Listen, stop playing with the sixth god. As Torontonian women, we're gonna tell you, do not play.
Don't play with six.
Okay,
No.
we don't care what we say about him. Y'all don't get to say.
Yeah, they don't get that luxury.
About Drake.
We can say what we want about him, but y'all can't.
Don't say nothing. The entire city will come for you, and Drake will then come for your wife.
Thank you.
That's all we gonna
You've
say.
been warned. Y'all heard it here first.
You want to keep your wife? Leave Drake's son out your mouth.
Leave little Adonis alone.
Yeah, like
Don't pick on children.
yeah.
Like, how old are you? Even like your intelligence, you're a very unintelligent man to pick on a child. Like, come on now.
And shout out to all the parents out here that are supporting their kids, whether they're in Little League all the way up to the NBA hockey, whatever they're playing.
Yeah.
Whatever your kid does, the recital, whatever it is, dads, you keep boasting about your kids and being there for your kids. I think it's beautiful. And, you know, this is why we've got Tiger Woods, Serena Williams, Venus Williams, all because their dads were out there. They were there. So you keep doing that.
Their presence matters. Someone needs to leave Ja's dad alone. Like, leave these proud fathers alone. Let them be proud of their children.
And why do loud black dads bother people so much?
They're projecting. They're projecting, Rob.
And let's not forget, say what you want about LeVar. How many of his sons are in the NBA? How many sons does he have that are eligible for the NBA? Okay. So I don't know what formula he has, but people should be reaching out to him and finding out how to make, and I'm not saying your child needs to go to the NBA, but how to make your boy children a success in whatever it is that they want to do.
Exactly.
Because he got 3 sons who are eligible for the NBA.
Yup.
All 3 are there.
Yes. So, I mean,
whatever. Now let's talk about protecting your children. Let me tell you something. I am not a parent to be messed with. And in this section of What the Caucasity, let me tell you something. If my child was in the class of the teacher I'm about to tell you about, bring me my bail money. And
it's on its way, girl.
Teacher in Rochester, New York, given paid leave for making black what is wrong with my thing today? Pause. So again, teacher in Rochester, New York, given paid leave for making black students pick cotton and wear shackles during a lesson on black history. Oh no, there's more, because I have the article that goes along with this wonderful title, and this is in the New York Post. A white teacher, as we can see, this Wait a minute here.
Strange
A
looking
white
man
teacher
there.
in Rochester, New York is under fire for allegedly telling his class of mostly black 7th graders to pick seeds out of cotton and put on shackles during social studies lessons about slavery. Patrick Rauch allegedly taught the lesson about slavery and how cotton is processed at the School of the Arts. He gave the whole class cotton, and we were made to pick out the cotton seeds, he said. Better clean it right, boy, student Jameer O'Neill told the outlet. We were all shocked. We were just surprised that he would give us cotton, and we didn't know what to do, he added. It made me feel bad to be a black person. His classmate, Janessa Brown, said he pushed back against the assignments. I immediately was like, oh, I'm not doing that. And then he was like, do it. It's for a good grade, he said. Rauch has been put on paid leave while the district investigates the allegations, the outlet reported. The 2 students' mothers said their kids told them Rauch, who allegedly referred to himself as Massa, let white children refuse to take part in the activity, but did not allow their black counterparts to opt out. Precious Trost, Janesha's mom, posted about the incident on Facebook and included a photo of the cotton the girl took home from school. She's traumatized. She feels belittled. He made a mockery out of slavery. How dare you, said Trost. I don't have a problem with you teaching our kids about slavery and what our ancestors went through and how they had to deal with that, she said. Our teachers back in the day told us that they don't bring cotton and make you pick cotton seeds out of cotton. And you got the audacity to put the instructions on the board for them. Jameer's mother, Vilma Ramos O'Neill, said she initially didn't believe it when he told her he'd pick cotton in school. But then she came across Trosh's shocking Facebook post. Let me just pause there.
Mm-hmm.
As a mother, if my daughter comes home or my son comes home and says, I was made to pick cotton at school, why is it something I wouldn't believe? As I continue. Ramos O'Neill's son also told her that Rauch had allegedly used slurs referring to his developmental disability. I have fought all along for Jameer to be included in everything his peers are, and this man degraded him, insulted him, and made him not want to be black. I was in shock. The 2 children, it gets better, guys. The 2 children also told their mothers that Rauch had made black students wear handcuffs and leg shackles earlier in the year. And when they failed to wriggle out of them, he allegedly said, it's okay, your ancestors couldn't either. There's more, but I just can't. That I think we ended there.
I did hear that not that it makes a difference, because they should have fired him on site. But I did hear that they terminated him. But at this point, that doesn't even matter. Because the fact that they were investigating, and it's been on for a whole year, I was like, what's there to investigate?
Also,
It's clearly there.
Here's my thing. And for me, I'm always going to go back to, the root of the problem. Of course, why is a white teacher
white man teaching Black history?
Black history. I've never seen that. I don't know. That doesn't happen not in my educational, history. That never happened. It was always
we had a black teacher teaching us about Black history,
and
it didn't involve any of what was done.
It was taught like a history class. You had your textbooks and you did assignments and you had a test.
Exactly.
The second thing is this, and parents, if you haven't already, please go tell your children. If anything at school happens that makes you feel small, you must come and tell me today.
Thank you.
If it happened today at 2:00, if you don't mind, sharp, on the cell phone that I pay for,
that part
that you have in your school bag, you need to text me and tell me what is going on, because I need to get down there fast so I can bun it down.
Thank you.
Do you ladies know where to get cotton with seeds in it?
No, I do not. I've never had to buy it, so therefore I have no idea what kind of...
This was the level of commitment this man had to humiliating these students. He would have gone and specifically sought out cotton with seeds in them. He would have had to have gotten, where do you get shackles that remind you of slavery. Listen, I wish a teacher, listen, Traianne knew, she always knew I was that mother. I was ready to go. Listen, I am 1 on 1,000 at all times when it comes to my picnic. So I'm sorry. This,
Also, okay, so he went to a store and literally said, yeah, I need 25 pairs of shackles. Like, what kind of, like, like, if I owned a store and someone came in and said, yeah, I need a bunch of shackles, I would have been like, I'm gonna alert the police because this person's either gonna mass kidnap a bunch of people or do something racist because
it's just very troubling because like no one looks over these curriculums to say, sir, you can't do that.
Yeah, no, the principal never audited the class.
Don't they have someone that looks over things to say, I'm sorry, sir or ma'am, you can't put children in slavery for a project that doesn't make sense. No, you can't do that.
And where are these teachers coming from? Because, you know, it seems like
they're coming out like a master school. Like, where are they
week,
coming from?
There's either a teacher that's putting on a headdress and acting like
or a KKK outfit and telling the kids to run.
Yeah, like what is
what the hell's going
with
on
our school system?
Is there that much of a shortage of people who want to teach children that you're just come on, bring your racist views and then
girl,
teach
that's what it's
predominantly black. Rob, you're from Rochester. Do you have any comments before your 3 minutes, or do you want to just go into your 3 minutes?
That's why I've been quiet because Rochester is actually my hometown, and I don't have much to say about this. Like, don't get a whole lot of publicity lately. Usually, it's for like violence, and this was violence of a different kind, basically. Mm-hmm. What was the point of the lesson? If you could give me a good answer to that question, what were you trying to teach these young black children?
Thank you.
By doing this?
That whole part.
And I might say you're more than just the nutty professor, like in your pictures. You know, some teachers, they like to think they're thinking outside the box and they're being cool, but you don't understand that if you harbor racist tendencies, they're going to manifest when you start thinking outside the box.
Could you imagine your child, your nephew, your niece, your god picnic, whomever comes home and says they were told to call their white teacher massa?
I don't like. Did you? I mean, on Good Friday, did you make the Jewish kids get in the closet or something like that? Like,
did you reenact the Holocaust?
Yeah,
you make up some gas camps? Like, right. What did he do with that?
That's the whole point, because it sounds like you're trying to make them experience slavery. How does that help them?
Right.
Traumatizes the children. And
makes them feel even more small.
Truly.
Yeah, and again, it's hard enough being a black kid in that town if you know Rochester.
Do better. So we're going to go into our first segment, 3 minutes, Robbie, 3 times. I don't know how much you guys say after that, but let's get to it. 3 minutes, Robbie, 3 times, and go.
So again, to Mr. Isaiah, the only justification I had is that he's a part of this new wave organization, Fade in Felonies, and I hope it works out for you. But maybe he believes when he gets in front of the judge, he can then plead his case about his grandma, and right before he gets sentenced, and because nobody's playing about that. It's a good look. Like I said, they gave him a light fade. All he got was that was a dislocated shoulder, I believe, while his arm was looking kind of like a. But yeah, it could have been a whole lot worse. You know, I can tell they duffed him out pretty good and felt like he had enough and let him scrape him up off the ground. And it was like, you know, he got away pretty light. But I could definitely spend more time talking about Drake. Like, and that was just petty direction. Like, all guys. That's why guys work so hard to be rich, so they can do shit like Drake did. Excuse me.
All of that.
So when someone comes for you, you don't
all
have to go fire shots back at them. You go directly for the jugular. Drake said, you know what, I ain't arguing with you. I'll ruin your family. I'll wreck your home. I will make your wife go to Canary Islands with me for 10 days and send her back to you. Like, that's a level of commitment. I ain't got nothing else to do today. Like, that is why fellas want to be rich and successful, so they can do petty stuff like that. Period. I can do any other reason successful other than you can for inconvenience in your day.
And talk about your son.
And talk about your son. And for real, like, just, yeah, that's a pretty safe space to keep your mouth shut, as far as just don't talk about people's kids. Most people are gonna react negatively to you saying something derogatory towards them or the role. And like I said, I'm sure he's probably minorly sensitive about the situation, but because he is Drake, it's not like he can just walk the kid to the corner store for ice cream or nothing like that, you know. Yeah, it's kind of jacked up. And then WTF Rochester, like, oh my God, like, and it's funny that to you guys this seems like something so unusual, like white people teaching Black history. It's like, I don't know if I've ever had a Black social studies teacher in high school. I had Black teachers before, don't get it twisted, but not in history. And I'm just being real. And I honestly know that when I got to college, I learned that most of the history I learned in high school was bogus. Like, they actually teach you crap in high school in America. But keep sending your kids and letting them just teach you what you think they need to know to be successful. They just teach them how to be better employees.
And there's that. Garcia.
Yes. Thank you, Robbie. Uno, dos, tres. This is not your typical girl talk. We try to make sense of the foolishness on the internet. And we actually have replays of all our shows every Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time on Radio Regent, syndicated through iHeartRadio. So if you love what you're hearing today, listen to us on there too. Support us. We are here just having a good time, laughing, trying our best to do what we can to make you all smile. So thank you for supporting us. And we're going to get on with the show because there's so much foolishness, y'all.
We live in a world where there are certain people who seem to be above reproach. And it doesn't matter what they say, people are on their side, because we now live in a world where somebody else's word doesn't matter, because celebrity culture is all about who's the most popular. Well, for years, a particular celebrity's name has been dragged about because it was said that he was responsible for leaking the sex tape of Kim Kardashian. Kim Kardashian has made billions off of a brand of sex tape. Well, Ray J is now coming out and speaking up about the fact that something I've always knew, and this is what Ray J had to say. Ray J opens up about 2007 sex tape scandal, saying its release was a partnership with Kim Kardashian and Kris Jenner since then. I've sat in the shadows for over 14 years, allowing the Kardashians to use my name, to abuse my name, make billions of dollars over a decade and a half, talking about a topic I've never really spoken about, Ray J said. Now, here's the thing. There was a bunch of text messages back and forth between Ray and Kim. Well, more Ray to Kim, and then Kim coming back with a couple of messages. And we don't have time to talk about it because, honestly, it was a lot of rambling and it was caps and all of that stuff. So please go look up the text messages that Ray J released between him and Kim and Kardashian. However, I will say that he did say this. So he had basically come out because I guess the Kardashians have their new Kardashian show on Hulu, and there was a scene of Kim saying that Kanye had brought her, oh my God, why am I not pausing today? That Kanye had brought her a laptop or a computer with the remaining sex tapes on them. So Ray J's responding. When I put you're supposed to say when I put out, but anyways, when I put out comments that all of this is a lie, I didn't mean Kanye coming to meet with me about some second sex tape. I mean, all of this is a lie. From the beginning of us putting the sex tape out, this has been the biggest lie in the industry, in the history of entertainment. They're not letting the world know that there's a bunch of sex tapes that we made, but they're not going anywhere because she has them all. He continues to say, I felt suicidal because when you know something's real and it's true and you're watching a whole family create an empire from a lie they've created, it's heartbreaking and disrespectful to all the entertainers who've been honest and true to their craft.
Oh.
That's exactly how I feel. Aw, honestly, Ray J. Okay, do we see this year? This says 2007. So that is 15 years ago.
Yeah.
A decade and a half. And you now want to come out and Ray
Now
J.
you want to come out
Ray
after
J.
they signed a new contract with Hulu to show the same thing they showed on the E channel. This time it's just a different network.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't. Here's the thing. And this is the thing. And this is why I always come back and I'm like, listen, y'all gave the Kardashians this power. And now you want to come and be like, woe is me. I'm like, sir, you were from kind of technically a bit of a dynasty family. The Norwoods, Brandy is, Brandy's Brandy.
Yeah.
She doesn't even need a last name.
No, it's Brandy.
Okay. And rather than do what you can, with this lemon that you got, unlike the Kardashians who took the lemon and totally made lemonade out of it. So much lemonade that even the grandkids, the great grandkids are going to be making dime off of this 2007 sex tape. You now decide, well, now I'm coming out to say something about it because now they're talking about it, again on another network. And I'm just like, dude, like, I don't know. Like, they're Ray J,
when timing is so off.
Yeah, when you had the time to talk about it and really make bag off of it, you said absolutely nothing. And, again, I'm going to say it. What is the spell that Kardashians have over some of these black men?
We'll never know. I don't know.
Does it really matter who leaked the tape? Like, that detail, does that change the entire story of the way the whole thing played out?
No.
Whether he leaked it or whether he leaked it, it's not like they really made him the bad guy. Like, Ray J got on with that too. Like, there was a lot of women buying that sex tape, from what I recall. Because they're like, oh, Ray J was, that ain't no.
Little Brandy's brother. That's
Yeah,
just Brandy's little brother.
I think he's more like, I don't know. Kim rebranded herself in one way. Maybe Ray J should have rebranded himself like Lexington Steel or somebody like that.
This is why sometimes you don't get a microphone.
I don't know.
No.
Hilarious.
No. Ray J, we want to feel bad for you, and we are all big supporters of support and protect. However, Ray J, 2007.
No, but just seriously, like, look at the porn business overall. Who gets famous, the guys or the girls?
The guys that get famous, in my opinion. I don't really know many female.
I don't know.
We're not out here looking for the girl porn stars.
No.
Yeah,
I don't.
who consumes more
I
porn?
don't know.
Men consume
No,
more.
I understand what you mean, though, Rob. You're right.
The
You're right.
women become famous, not
Yes.
men in the porn industry.
But he wasn't trying to be a porn anything. He
That's
apparently
what I'm saying. He missed his opportunity.
So Casper Everrising said if he knew she would have become a billionaire, he would have never left her.
There's also that point.
I mean, there's also that.
Listen, he should have hired Kris Jenner for his manager. And they could have both caked.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the whole thing here is we have to remember Kim Kardashian has the weapon that everyone wants in their life, which is a Kris Jenner. And Kris Jenner was like, girl, listen, you're out here with that big bum and the boobs, and you've got the whole Armenian, look going on. You looking like Aladdin's Jasmine. Let's go out there and make some money. And that's what they did. And now he feels bad because he did not really bank off it. He didn't do the same thing. So you know, yes, Ray J, fine. If it was 2009 and he said this,
Right.
We would
I'd
have
be like,
no.
yeah.
We'd be like, yes, Ray, let them people
Right.
know.
Exactly.
It is at least 13 years too late, bro.
He gets royalties off
Yeah.
that thing. What
He
else does
definitely
want?
gets royalties off of the sex
I mean,
tape.
what else does he want?
Definitely.
That too. What else does he want? Like there are young people that are born and they don't have no idea who Ray J is. So it's like, Ray J, look, just try to figure out your life. Go make another album. I don't know. Didn't he start like some kind of cell phone company? He started something.
He has a scooty. It's a scooty bike. He's got a scooty bike. He actually is financially doing very well. He has
Right. He has money.
Okay.
but he's not
He has
billionaire.
his
He's
coin.
not a billionaire. He's a millionaire, but he's not a billionaire. And I think
Right.
again, he got annoyed by the fact that they were bringing it up again. But sir, like you just said, you should have let us know in 2009.
Yeah, now it's old news.
And
now.
even then, it probably didn't matter because they were on their way.
Exactly.
It wasn't about who leaked the tape. Like, he wasn't vilified. He didn't take a public hit. It's like Ray J. It's like, it wasn't like he couldn't book a job because,
Right.
oh, you didn't keep that Kim K sex tape private. Like, that was never said in the history of the world.
Yeah, and you know what too? I know that with the whole, you know, porn industry, there is, you know, videos are released by the second, right? And in 2007, the only way you knew Kim Kardashian is if you were into cars and, you know, hotties with bodies. Like, she wasn't who she is today.
No.
Absolutely.
And, you know, like, unless you were in that culture, you didn't even know who she was.
Yeah.
So the tape came out and it was pushed, it was advertised, it was promoted. Why? Because her and Jay sat down with the owner of whatever,
Pornhub or
whatever it is.
WorldStar?
Yeah, whatever it is. And they signed a contract and said, we're going to take royalties from this. This is for you.
Right.
We're going to make some money. Congratulations on your first porn tape. And that was what happened. Like, there was no leaking, like, ooh, look at this tape of this random Armenian girl in this. Let's put it out. That was no.
Pay attention to this stuff. I remember that time frame pretty well because, again, this was not, I knew what was going on when this happened. If you remember circa 2007, this wasn't even an original idea. Her bestie, Paris Hilton, had an actually leaked sex tape.
Right.
Skyrocketed her popularity. So they said, oh,
Damn,
Kim needs a sex tape. That's exactly what happened.
Yep. That's it.
It wasn't even an original idea.
No.
So our message to Ray J, move on, bro. It's over.
He was in a row anyway. It was like,
Oh, Ray J.
All of that.
Whatever.
You missed that train.
Yeah,
You
Ray
missed
J,
it.
I'm sorry. You
You
just
know,
gotta move on.
Move on.
Someone who cannot move on because again, the Kardashians have a spell over everybody. Listen. You ever just want people to go away?
Yes. Yes, I
And
do.
this next person, I'm at a point where I'm like, please, girl, go away. And it is none other than Black China. Black China. We would like her to go away, but apparently she cannot. Black China apparently cannot go away. If you do not know, Black China lost her suit against the Kardashians. And so her mommy decided to do this. Black China's mom starts GoFundMe page to raise money for appeal against the Kardashians.
Like, just go
So
back to the poll.
this is the GoFundMe page.
Girl.
Cheering for Black. Oh my God, I am not on it today. It says cheering for Black China's appeal. And I'm Shalana Hunter, BKA Toki Tonio. I would like to appeal to the public this GoFundMe fundraiser to help my daughter, Angela R. White. Also, she's supposed to say AKA. Do you know what she said? She's supposed to say AKA. You know what she said? BKA.
BK.
Better is it better known as?
BKA. Okay.
Oh,
girl.
better known as. Okay, I just thought it was always AKA, but
I thought it was AKA as well. Okay.
Black China to help Black China financially in this endeavor to get justice, appeal for a new trial. So their goal is $400,000, and this I believe was put out about a week ago.
Right.
And I'm gonna tell you right now.
Yeah, where was it now? On Wednesday,
when I
we
checked
did our
this
talk.
morning, it was about at 1,200. But let me just see where Black China's GoFundMe is at this point. GoFundMe for Black China, $1,276 is what Black China's GoFundMe currently has for a goal of $400,000. Now, Black China, if we do not recall from a few shows ago, was the number one person on OnlyFans. Black China sold a few cards the other day. Black China also lives in Calabasas to be closer to her children, who she doesn't take care of. And Black China also had an announcement for us about what she will be up to next. And so, come through, Black China. Let us know what's up with you, girl.
She got a sex table right there.
Hey guys, what's up? It's celebrity boxing match, which is on June 11th. And you know what else too? I really want to know who wants to step up and see me.
So Black China is going to be in a celebrity boxing match.
What? So now she's gonna become a boxer.
This is why making people without talent celebrities is such a bad idea.
I'm sorry, Robbie. Can you say that again? Because I need the public to hear you. What you just, that was very critical.
This is why making people without talent celebrities is such a bad idea, because then you're subject to celebrity boxing matches and celebrity basketball games and celebrity all of these other things that they're doing besides why they're actually a talent. Like, don't make a movie or make a song or something, but you can't say that to Black China because she never did any of that.
No. She can't even go on The Masked Singer or whatever the hell. Like, she can't go on none of these sort of reality shows where she could, go on Big Brother, but then who wants to see her on that? Like, honestly.
Wow.
Here is the thing. Boxing. When did Black China actually become a celebrity? Like, the bar for being a celebrity is really low these days. I remember when we were growing up, we had celebrities like Diane Carroll. We had the Angela Bassett. We had the Diana Ross. We had the Aretha Franklins. We had the Whitney Houstons. Like, there were certain people that were just revered, and you knew that they had worked hard at their craft and they were a celebrity. When did the Ari Fletchers and the Black Chinas and the so forth become what? How far did that bar fall?
When did celebratory fall from grace?
It's all about who's willing to embarrass themselves the most. That's who becomes the celebrity these days, I find. And it's a matter of, respect, in which these people, a lot of them don't have respect for themselves. And we're seeing a lot of people, not to bring up the Kardashians again, but, this week, Kim pissed off a bunch of people because she was out here wearing Marilyn Monroe's clothes from the museum. And it's like, sis, you're not talented enough to be taking any clothes from any museum to wear for 2 minutes. No. And you aren't even half the woman. This is what people have been saying. You're not even half the woman Marilyn Monroe was. No, you don't dance, you don't sing, you don't act, you don't contribute to any sort of culture, performance, nothing. So, like, why are you famous? And I think that right now people are just kind of, I know for me, people like Black China, I'm like, girl, what are you good at? Please just go do that.
Well, that's what people were saying online. There's, either get on your back and do what you would do, or get on the pole, do an appearance if you're still, people still want to see you like that. But,
let me just say for a second, sorry, Telly, I wish the people on the radio could see that right now in Garcia's hands is a crystal. I'm just talking
about crystal in my hand because I'm just trying to make sure I'm okay.
You got to, because the world we're living in. It's a mess. It's a mess. It's a complete mess.
I have a full on clear quartz crystal here, y'all, because Garcia's like, I can't.
But do you blame yourself? No.
No.
These days, you know what? I think that the world's at a point now where we need to wear these around our necks for the rest of our lives. Because, or walk around with sage every damn corner of the planet. Because I don't know what's going on in our world.
Like,
Why is Black China still even a thing?
When did Black China become a celebrity? You're American. Y'all are the ones who make these people relevant.
Good idea.
So, like,
Rob, how did this
do you
happen?
remember the trajectory? Because I think she was in someone's video. I think it
She
started
out
in
in videos. She's a stripper. She's parlayed her network into a couple baby daddies and all of this other stuff. But here's the thing that just trips me out about Black China is like most women, like again, no talent. Like her beauty isn't even a talent anymore because why would she be offering up to box her face? You don't see
Beyonce or J-Lo offering up their faces.
No.
Their faces are probably
That's
insured for
their
like
money
$20
maker.
million.
I think they should put her in with Brittany Griner after she gets released from Russian jail. Like just when you have a lot of frustration at work out and just get the box Black China face real good. Oh, I could go on and on with this, but here's the thing, guys, fellas. If you subscribe to Black China's OnlyFans and you donated to her appeal fund, she owes you at least a lunch date, bro. Like, you are supporting this woman.
That part.
You are really in her camp, dude. Like, what's going on?
Listen.
I think she owes you a personal
Absolutely.
a note, something.
Listen. The best part of this GoFundMe page is if you were to go on it. People have time. So people have donated in Kim Kardashian's name. They've donated in Kardashian's name. They've donated in Tristan Thompson's name. They've donated in Robert Kardashian's name. People are
I'm here for it.
giving $5 and they're just like, this is ridiculous. But the sad part for me is that there are genuinely women who are giving her $100, writing notes like, oh, China, we support you, going against the big bad Kardashians. Those people don't even have $1,000 in their account, or 10,000 or 100,000. She lives in Calabasas. Why would I give Black China money to go fight a stupid cause? Girl, you lost.
Here's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Celebrity is the church now. Remember how Granny used to have to prevent Granny from sending her money to the televangelists on TV because she'd be watching church on TV.
Right.
Start raising up that, and she'd be pull her checkbook out, want to start writing a check and send it off to, Joel Osteen Ministries or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. Celebrities are church now. People are sending their last dollars off to
to people who are already rich.
People,
Black China's not going to come and save you.
Donate money to people who are already rich, who have flossed on Instagram their cars, who have gone on Wendy Williams and Ellen DeGeneres' show and every show to show you and brandish their lifestyle in front of your face. Like, why would any rational person donate money to help Black China, who again was the #1 person on OnlyFans, raking in $20 million? I wouldn't give her the penny out of the cushion of my couch.
No. There are people out there that actually, wouldn't mind a $10 for their lunch today. There are people that have not eaten today because they literally can't afford it. And we have a woman who's sitting in a house that is worth well over $10 million. Girl, you sold your 3 luxury cars. Sell the house. You don't need that 5-10 bedroom house.
You have your children 2 days a week.
Yeah,
She's barely a mom.
Go live in a small condo.
Go to a condo.
Take that money and live off that money. Don't even go back and be fighting this thing with the Kardashians again, because you're not going to lose. There's no new evidence. You have no case.
Let it go.
The reality is, I'm surprised she wasn't arrested for admitting that she tried to strangle Robert Kardashian with a phone cord, and despite the fact that it wasn't loaded, put a gun to his head. Ha 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 ha. So, girl, why would you want to trench it up? The IRS are waiting for you. You haven't done taxes, and it's public record how much money you made on OnlyFans.
Thank you. And that's the sad part. Sadly, as we always say, there's no such thing as common sense anymore. Because if someone really did have common sense, you're not taking your hard-earned cash and donating it to any celebrity, much more Black China, who still lives in Calabasas and still has probably 3 or 4 of her cars. So,
Luxury cars.
luxury cars. And people gotta think, if you were in the rut, do you really think Black China's gonna run to your rescue? Like Rob said, she owes every man and woman on her OnlyFans lunch and dinner. And you know what? She owes them a trip to Tahiti or Belize or somewhere. The amount of money she's made off of OnlyFans.
She's not even showing up for her children. So
Much
why
more
would she show
stranger.
up for strangers.
And that's where we decide that we're going to do our 3 minutes with Robbie 3 times and go.
Oh, I'm running a little low. So what was it, Ray J?
Yeah.
Ray J Salty, like I said. Celebrities with no talent. And Ray J got a little talent. He had that song with Lil Kim. I guess that was but that was a club banger. Like they still play that, I'm imagining. But yeah, I think let's be real, it was never easy in Hollywood for Ray J because he was always Brandy's little brother. And the Kim K thing kind of put him in a different light, and I think he just didn't really capitalize. He didn't strike when the iron was hot, quite like the Kardashian clan did. Y'all gave a great point. He should have made Chris his manager. He should have just folded into the crew. I guarantee he would have had a much more successful 2007 to 2021 than he did, instead of being on Celebrity Couch Therapy or whatever that show was with him and his baby mom. And it's just, I was feeling bad for Ray J. I was feeling bad for all the fellas on there. Except Michael Blackson. Like, he deserves to get broken up with, but
Robert.
Michael Blackson don't get no F's.
Continue your segment, please.
He is wild. And then, like, Black China, look, we need to donate to Black China because we wouldn't have a platform or a show without her. We talk about her at least, it seems like once a week the last couple of weeks. So, at least need to acknowledge that without her shenanigans, we'd have to look a little harder for stories. But can we just admit that this woman's just greedy? Like, this ain't got nothing to do with need or want or nothing. This is just greed. This woman is greedy. I made a comment on Thursday show, like, vampires don't usually leave you with enough blood to get to the hospital and get patched up. They usually suck you dry. And I think she kind of fits the billing of that. You know what I mean? She will bleed her fans dry, her mama dry, her baby daddy's dry, the Kardashians, whoever she can sink them fangs into, she will bleed that behind dry. And I mean, that's who she is. So support her if you want to. I won't be. Much. And then in closing, it was just kind of like, man, stop worshiping celebrities, and some, when they do stuff like Drake did, where that's like, we can get behind that kind of energy, using your celebrity powers to do something. They're not really the best people. Like, when are we gonna learn that? Who won the Nobel Prize last year? I don't know. Do you guys? I don't know. We don't worship the right, we don't pay attention to the right people.
Good points, Robbie, 3 times, and he is right. That's what we should be teaching our children, not what Nicki Minaj and Black China are up to. But before we go, Telly, talk to the people. Damn.
Hey, thank you guys so much for watching. We are once again just trying to make sense of that foolishness on the internet. We thank you so much for getting through and for coming through for us as we are here bringing you this goodness. You heard what we all said. Take it, write it down. You know what to do. Put it and implement it into your life. And then while you're at it, implementing things into your life, feel free to find us on Radio Region, syndicated through iHeartRadio. Listen to our show every Saturday at 7 p.m. And we're all over social media. We got a Facebook group. We're on YouTube, and we're right here on IG. Do find us under the name Not Your Typical Girl Talk. We love hearing from you, so don't forget to slide into our DMs if you have an idea or if you got a tip or you heard something about somebody. We would love to be the first ones you. We got Carcia. I'm Telly. We got Queen Shiva. We got Robbie. 3 times. And until next time, take care, everyone.
Bye-bye.